Hey everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much. For those of you who worshiped with us earlier, we're so glad that you were there. And for those of you joining us now for a Connection Cafe, welcome. We have coffee in hand, no treats today, but hopefully you're having some coffee or something good to drink and some treats at home. Just to kind of catch up with you, it's been another interesting week and very quiet around here. I walk in and I'm still used to the busyness and the sounds of a place that has so much going on, and I'm always amazed at how still everything is. But I'm starting to get used to the stillness and the quiet and to embrace it and to learn from it. So by the time all of this is over, I may really like quiet, and I will let you know how that goes. But I'm going to let my colleagues here kind of share with you about their week or what's on their minds.
Well, I am flying high, not just from the music of Elton John and this beautiful worship service, but from meeting with 3 Sunday school classes this morning. I met with all of our children in 5th grade and younger on Zoom. We had emailed out a lesson for them, a little video, some activities and things to do for family home Sunday school, and got to speak to everybody and see what they had done. We got to sing happy birthday to one child who had their birthday this week and pray together, and it was really very nice. We really had a good time. So thank you so much for joining me on Zoom. And parents and families, if you would like to be included in that and you didn't get that email from me with the Zoom chat, just email me here at the church or give me a text or call, and I will add your name to that so we can be together on Sundays too. Thanks. It was great.
Very nice.
Yeah, after worship, I'll meet with our middle schoolers and our high schoolers. Our young adults are connecting as well. Our young adults are also going to start connecting on Tuesday nights, a time that gives us a little bit more time to just breathe and do reflection. So if you're interested in joining us on Tuesday evenings, please let me know and I can send you the Zoom link for that. I'm also really looking forward to Lunch in the Bible on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really good. And it'll be great to connect with you all via Zoom for that. And maybe some people who aren't able to usually come over the lunch hour will be able to be there. So I look forward to that as well.
So you all provide the lunch, we'll provide the Bible
Exactly.
part, okay? Just email me and I will send you the Zoom link so that you can join us for Lunch in the Bible on Tuesday at noon. Thanks.
And let me also thank all of you who joined me earlier this morning for the Gospel According to Mary Oliver. I've heard from some of you that you really appreciate her poetry as well, or are discovering it for the first time, and it's really connected with you. So thank you, and next week we will also have a second session on that. You know the name, although you may not always know the face because she's always behind the camera and behind everything, which is Elena Corrales, who is our Director of Communications. And so once again, Elena is with us, and she's going to share with us any greetings or hellos that are coming from you.
Hi, everyone. So I just wanted to remind you that you can send Pastor Lori a text message by texting her phone number or sending her an email by emailing the address at the bottom of your screen, or you can send a comment through our Facebook video if you are on Facebook, or send me a chat if you're on the website. So we got a couple of messages so far. Eileen and Ingrid say hello and that they are missing everybody.
Hey, we're missing you both as well. This pew right here is awfully empty these days.
We have someone that goes by a friend, and they say, "Good morning, stay safe."
Good morning, friend. You stay safe as well.
Lisette says hello to all the pastors.
Hi, Lisette.
We also have Nick Osterman says, "Hi, pastors."
Hey, Nick.
Malcolm Davis says, hi, everyone.
Hey,
Good
Malcolm.
morning.
Hey, Petra.
Maria de la Vega says, inspirational during such difficult times. Hope and love to you. Loved Elton and the music, and then a whole bunch of emojis.
We love the emojis, Maria. Thank you for being with us.
Jillian Smith says, hello, everyone. Sending you all virtual hugs from us in Lakeland.
Hey,
Hello,
Jill.
Jillian and Uwe and boys. Good to have you with us.
Laura Davis Smith says, thank you so much, Pastors Aaron, Lori, and Megan.
I saw them this morning when they were walking their dog. They walked right past my office window. So hi again.
Good morning.
Nick Osterman says that he loved the adult education class this morning. And Laura Davis Smith also said that she missed the class this morning, but she's going to watch it in the video archives. Thanks, Laura. Nick also says that he loved the simplicity of Mary Oliver's poems, that they're easier to understand.
Which is exactly the reason that I'm so drawn to them, Nick, the simplicity and the easiness and the accessibility of them. And as you heard me say earlier, it's also what the critics gave her such a tough time about, and that's too bad, because everything doesn't have to be difficult, does it?
We also have, Laura says hi to me. Hi, Laura. Petra says hello to everyone. Sylvia Mendoza says good morning.
Good morning, and also her daughter Yvonne had a birthday this week, so happy birthday to you, Yvonne, again.
Janet Copeland says, hi, pastors. Now I really need to see the movie Rocket Man.
Yes,
you really do.
It's really good.
It converted a 22-year-old to the music of Elton John, so I highly, highly recommend it.
Matthew Meehan says, thank you for your loving messages and bringing us together socially in this time of quarantine.
Thank you. How
Thank
nice
you,
of
Matthew.
you.
Sarah J. Platt says, hi, Pastors Lori, Megan, Aaron, and Elena.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Robert.
Robert.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, Robert.
Carol Kreck did a bunch of emojis there, a praying hand, a purple heart, a peace sign, and a flower.
Well, Carol is the queen of emojis, so I would expect that. Good to see you, Carol.
Can I also say that this week, Pastor Lori in the Fair Trade asked me to model wearing one of the Fair Trade scarves as a mask. And Carol Kreck, not only did she make masks on her Facebook page, but she also posted a picture of herself wearing one of the kind of like hair bandanas that the Fair Trade shows with a beautiful peacock on it over her mouth and nose as a mask
Nice.
today. So you can wear those head bandanas like in Survivor. So
Nice.
Rick knows what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
he does.
You can
And my
wear-
mother.
You can wear those over your mouth and nose too.
They have a name for those on Survivor. What are they called?
Buff.
That's right.
Yes.
That's
Thanks,
right.
Elena. Elena watches because she has to.
I walk by the TV and it's playing.
I'm a Survivor fan. It's one of my TV shows that I record and watch.
And my husband, Rick, and my mother, I mean, they've always been close and care a great deal for each other, but because of Survivor, they have this partnership that compare notes and analyze it. It's fascinating.
We also have Virgin Vandervloot and Mary Clear. They have chatted with me, so I'm just going to say hello from them to you all.
Hello to all of you as well, and to your spouses.
Marilyn Caputo says, hello and thank you for keeping us connected. And then to Janet that she'll love Rocket Man. Petra says that she so misses being with all of us.
I'm missing Mal's pictures, actually, but there's not much to take pictures of these days.
I
so,
thought
you
about
know.
that too this morning.
I was hoping Petra would do some headbanging to I'm Still Standing. You know? Maybe she can send us a video of that.
Well, I've got a few pictures here of those of you who dressed for the occasion. There are a few feather boas and hats and big sunglasses that came out. So good for you.
Yes, Megan, show off your sparkly shoes.
Can you see my shoes?
Oh my gosh, look at that.
I wore my kind of gold lame-ish jacket
Those are.
and my sparkling shoes.
Indeed.
So,
Karen Connolly says, "Hi everyone, I liked the connection made between how the disciples were feeling and how we are all feeling today while in quarantine."
Hey, Karen.
hi, Karen.
Oh, I scrolled. Let me see. Laura Davis Smith says, "That was the best part of our morning, the virtual hug, Pastor Megan. Thank you."
You are very welcome. I hope we see each other again safely through my glass hurricane window.
Harley Souza says, "Thank you for all the great content and hard work. We're feeling connected."
Thank you, Harley.
Hey, Harley.
Sarah and Robert Platt says that they are looking forward to watching the Mary Oliver class. Just so you all know, you can find that class if you missed it on our homepage under where it says recent posts. Jeff McNabb says good morning.
Morning, Jeff.
Jeff.
Hi, Silke
Morning,
Marie.
Silke Marie.
Nick says we should do a Zoom chat of watching Rocket Man. Nick, as you heard, some people were watching. Is that what you were saying, Lori? I was answering someone's question that some people took screenshots of them watching together. Yeah,
Exactly.
it was like a watch party, and people did that. So Nick, you can set that up if you want with some people for Rocket Man. Jillian Smith says, "I grew up with Elton John's greatest hits in my parents' house on their 8-track player. Lots of other songs I love in addition to the ones played today, although some are not quite church appropriate."
Can I interject? I would love to hear from Pastor Megan and Pastor Lori what your favorite Elton John song is and why.
Favorite album, Madman Across the Water. And then Tiny Dancer. It's just, I don't know, it's like a song of my teenage years and setting out and being open to new things. So, Tiny Dancer.
I actually have two, and they're very different from each other. One is Philadelphia Freedom. It came out the year I graduated from college, and I can still remember my sorority. They always had Greek week where you kind of competed against each other, and we sang Philadelphia Freedom. So it's both a wonderful memory and not such a good memory, but I remember that. But I just love your song. It's a song that has followed me all these years, and when I spoke about songs that kind of spark something in you, if I want to just kind of be melancholy or kind of soft and thoughtful, I turn on your song. And that part I think I shared with you all this week, that when he sings, "I sat on the roof," I've sat on the roof several times in my life. Great question. Thanks, Julie. You have one.
Well, two of my favorites were sung today, Rocket Man and Someone Saved My Life Tonight, so that was great. Mine's really obscure. On Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, there's a song called Roy Rogers, and it's a beautiful ballad, and Bernie's lyrics are so good, and it's about a man who kind of hates his job and doesn't really like his home life all that much either, but every night he turns on the TV and Roy Rogers is writing, and he kind of lives this life as a cowboy through that television show. And so it kind of makes me think of my dad and my grandpa, who are cowboys, and but it's just beautiful. I think like a mid-tempo ballad in a major key, that he's just is so good at writing those, and Bernie's so good at writing lyrics for those. And so if you have Goodbye Yellow Brick Road in your collection, look up Roy Rogers. It's such a good song.
We have Kathy Marlin says, "Fantastic service. Elton John is the best. To the pastors and the musicians and technicians who make these online services possible, thank you for raising our spirits."
Oh, thanks, Kathy, and best to you and your family.
Kate Matthews says, "Hi, Lori. Your morning messages have been amazing every day. Can't wait to listen to the Mary Oliver post as well. Please stay safe please stay well, all of you.
Kate's my groupie. I have one.
And you quoted her in the
did.
sermon today.
I
So hi,
did.
Kate.
Nick Osterman, sorry everyone, I am not as familiar with Elton John, I'm sorry, but Nick Osterman says that he likes Amazing Race. I'm assuming that's a song and not the show. Is that a song by Elton John?
Amazing Grace.
Amazing Race.
No, I think because we were talking about Survivor, maybe.
The TV
This
show.
is turning into our favorite
Nick,
reality
I
TV
have
shows.
not seen
Real Housewives.
Amazing Race. Actually, I think I saw part of it one time, but it wasn't Survivor, Nick. So sorry about that.
Sorry about that, everyone. I get the messages a little later since I'm reading them one at a time.
Can you tell folks have been locked in for a little while? Let's talk.
Isela Vega says, great service, love Dalton's music, sending hugs to all the pastors, miss you all, and sending hugs, Maddie and Isela.
Hey, he
Hi,
said,
fella.
Virtual hug.
Laura Smith says, by the way, the altar is amazing. I don't know if I can, I did it in the service. I can't point up to it right now, but that's from Anthony Cabrera, came in to do it.
It is indeed.
You got the candelabra and the angel's wings. Really, really beautiful.
Feathers,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jesus Rivera says, love and miss you, Pastor Lori, from your Miami Gay Men's Chorus with
Oh,
rainbows and
nice.
music.
Well, cheers to you. I think we've missed a few concerts in this time.
Jesus Rivera says, Tiny Dancer, yes.
Yes, yes. And Almost Famous, the movie.
Oh,
where,
yeah.
Yes, where they sing Tiny Dancer on the bus.
And they're singing
Yes,
away.
yes,
on the-
very
yeah.
good.
He also likes Goodbye Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah. It wasn't easy choosing songs, and so actually, if you have any concerns, talk to the Board for Congregational Life. I gave them 15 to choose from, and we tallied the results. So I'm glad to send out their names and email addresses if you'd like to be in touch.
Linda Spears Bunton says, please say hi to everyone for me.
Hey, Linda.
Hey,
Hey,
Harold.
Harold.
We got a couple of other favorite songs. Ruth says, Little Genie, Nikita, Candle in the Wind, and Benny and the Jets are my favorites.
Yep.
Benny and the Jets, 27 Dresses, right? They sang that in that movie.
With different words, right? Is that
Well,
that one?
they were trying to sing the correct words, but everyone hears Benny and the Jets a little bit differently. So I know that those two movies, that one, 27 Dresses and Almost Famous, really brought Elton John's movie to other people. So
Well, when you think about it, for someone, an artist, to expand for 50 years, to go from when I was younger, all the way now, and to hit other generations, there's some gifts and talent there. And kind of reworking it. Of course, we did not bring up that he also did Broadway with Billy Elliot and
Lion King.
with Circle of Life. Yeah, so
I think that for my generation was, I mean, we maybe knew Elton's songs, but Lion King and Circle of Life and Can You Feel the Love Tonight, that was like, oh, who's this guy? You know, like somebody my parents listened to. Oh, let me explore. And now even the newer, Gen Z is being introduced to his stuff through Rocket Man, like Sienna. So that's really cool.
exactly. Maybe one or two more, because we have
got it.
Board of Trustees and a few other things happening here.
I am going to read them quickly then. Kathy Boykin says, thank you from Vermont. Tony Macon says, yes, your song was her favorite too. Raul Hernandez says, thank you, Pastor Lori, for the relevant image of the disciples in fear behind closed doors and how it does apply to our fears and hopes today. Thank you for inspiring us. John Carson says, miss you all too. Zafaria Nomiko says, this downtime has given me a chance to connect with this wonderful church again. Thank you, Lori, and all of the pastors. I always carry your loving and inclusive message in my heart.
Hi, Zach.
Petra says she also likes Candle in the Wind and Circle of Life. Ruth says, yes, Pastor Megan, that was one of the best scenes in 27 Dresses when they sang Benny and the Jets.
We're going to close Connection Cafe by singing our version of that in just a moment. See who gets the words right.
Perhaps Megan will sing that.
No, I don't know them either.
John Carson says he also did Aida, the Broadway show.
Yep.
And I think, we got one more. Daniel is a great Elton John song. Your song is beautiful,
Yes.
Lori. Aaron, thanks for telling us about Roy Rogers. I look forward to hearing it. That's from a friend.
Exactly.
And I believe, they're still coming in. We're going to
Well, we love hearing
sometime,
from you.
Maybe just in the chats, but we've got one more. One of the last concerts that I went to at the old Hollywood Sportatorium. Sorry, I'm not familiar with what that is. All right, I think that we are going to close now. We've got...
Well, thank you all so much for being with us. I'll close with one last story about Elton John. I talked about Sienna, my daughter, 22, finding Elton John's music and loving it. And for my Christmas gift this year, she gave me and her tickets to see him. He's in his final tour. Of course, he said that a couple of times, but this must really be it. You're right, exactly. And so we're hoping that all will be well, that we're going to be able to go see him in June. So thank you all. Play Elton John this afternoon and this evening, but as always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. We love you, we miss you, and do stay in touch.
Bye-bye,
Bye,
everyone.
everybody.